Righto, so this is just a quick tutorial on how to use your calculator to use the stat functions and to get the mean, interquartile range, standard deviation, all that sort of thing really quickly. Okay, so first thing, let's get it into stat mode. So to get into stat mode, we're going to go mode and then 2 for stat. Now, this is univariate data. We're only using one variable, so the number of pets, that's the only variable that we have. So one variable is 1. And now it's just a matter of entering them all in 3 and then equals 1 equals so on and so forth. I'm just going to do it a bit quicker using my keyboard. Now I've got 26 numbers it says in here. I always just double check that I've got 26 numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. It's really easy to miss a number here. So make sure you've got the same number there as you do on your calculator and just check this column over here. Once you've entered that data, press AC. And now we're going to use the calculator to get our 5-number summary. So to use the stat function, once you've entered it in and you've got the stats in here, you're going to go to stat here. So we're going to go shift and then 1, see the yellow stat above here. And now for the 5-number summary, we want the min max, so number 5. And that gives us all of our measures, our 5-number summary. And this is what we'd use eventually to get a box plot, if you recall that. So the minimum x, 1, the lowest score was 0. Okay, so min x is 0. That's our first, and that's pretty straightforward. Shift 1 again, min max again. Our Q1 is our next one, that's 3. Okay, and that's 1. Q1 is equal to, Q1 is equal to 1. Good. And our next one, again, shift 1, 5. Our median would be the next to the 5-number summary. 4 is 2. So our median is equal to 2. Now Q3, let's have a look. We're going to go AC and then shift 1 again. And 5, Q3, we need 5 for that, my bad. Shift 1, 5, and then 5 again for Q3, equals is 4. And our Q5, it's our X max is what we're after, max X, highest value. I imagine that's 8. You can tell just by looking at it, you don't really need the stat function too much for that one, but 2 for that, and it's 8. Okay, so that's our 5-number summary, and remember, that's what we'd then use to do our box plot, where you'd measure out, 0 through to 8 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 there maybe, and you'd have 1 here, then your next one there, next one here, and that's basically what it will look like. You do it nice and neat and use a ruler. That's our box plot or our box and whisker plot. Now that hasn't asked for that, but that's just showing you where the 5-number summary comes from. Now you can do it a lot quicker. Obviously the alternative is to arrange all those 26 numbers into ascending order, cross off until you get to the middle, find your median, split it up into 2 halves, remembering that you've got an even set of data there, so you should have 13 numbers either side with 26, and you find the middle of those. It's a lot longer process than using a calculator. Okay, and once you've got it in, all those finding the mean and the interquartile range, all that sort of thing is a lot quicker too. So we can now find the mean by going shift 1. Now this time we're going to go 4 for variables, and remember the mean is this x bar. Okay, so 2. So our mean is equal to 2.73 pets. so on and so forth. That's our x bar, our mean. Now, that's probably okay if you're allowed to use your calculator and you get full marks. If you're, looking for, working to show, you could do the sum here and put in the sum of x. Now, really, that is, remember this is the formula. So it's 71 pets divided by the 26 people that you have. Now, that's going to work out to be 2.73. Okay, so if you were trying to show you working like that, that's how you could actually put all that stuff in. Okay, interquartile range is pretty easy from here. Remember, that's Q3 minus Q1. You've already found those up in your 5-number summary. So it's 4 minus 1, which is 3. And our standard deviation, shift 1. Okay, that's also in 4 for variables. Now, there's 2 standard deviations. There's a population standard deviation and a sample standard deviation. Now, I'm just going to say that it does say for some, so it probably is a sample. But we're going to go with the population one, which is 3 here. They should be fairly close to one another. So our standard deviation, SD, or you could put sigma for that one. Okay, sigma is 2.04. Okay, around about 2. Okay, so that's how we do it for individual scores. I'll do another video in just a sec for where we've got frequency tables. Now, just before I go, you don't like this being in stat function, so please remember, if you're trying to use the fraction button, it's going to be gross. You should remember this for all tests. Whenever you've got a problem with your calculator, follow these steps. Shift, 9 for clear, 1 for all, equals, and then AC, and now everything that you want to do goes back to being normal. That'll fix any problem that you got on your calculator. Righto, stay tuned for the next one.